it would make a very big difference, sir, because the fact that the Asian Games gets over by only the first week of October, and since this has been a very long season for all our Indian athletes, and I think it's very important for us to get sufficient amount of recovery and at the same time get solid training for the next season, so that the foundation for the 2024 season is properly laid. So when we try to make a rough estimate on how our season goes in 2024, before even this 2023 season started, so when me and dad were planning, we said that okay, it's the Asian Games gets over by the first week of October, then 4 weeks complete off. I have to like 4 or 5 weeks of complete off. Then we would probably start training by around the first week of November. So in order for me to sustain the kind of form and fitness until August 11th and August, like from August 10th onwards, that's where my even in the events at the Paris Olympics commences.
Yeah.
I believe that I need to have a solid foundation. So it won't be quite appreciable if I start the 2024 season very early, probably in April or March. It won't be quite useful in the sense that I have to peak by August, because 2024 August is the time when I have to give my absolute best no matter what. So this qualification which has come early will definitely help me to plan and strategize all my preparation towards the 2024 season. So I'll get like very good recovery after this long season, because I need to get all the burden off from this season, because this has been a very long and grueling season for me already, and like the major championships like Asian Games and World Championship lined up. So after these important competitions, I'll definitely need to take like 5 weeks off and then get back to solid training, work on the shortcomings for this season and get ready for the next season. So probably by around May or June, I'll be able to start my season at a very good note for next year. Obviously, sir, like it has shifted a paradigm. Like it was a big paradigm shift in all our minds regarding, like we had the feeling that okay, we will be able to do it, but it was more like a kind of fairy tale thing. Okay, yes, we can do it, but it was more kind of fiction or fairy tale. But when Neeraj Bhaiya showed us that yes, this is not fiction, it is actually a possibility, then we also had started to have the feeling that okay, we could also give them a tough fight and we could also win against them. So that was actually my mindset going into the Paris Diamond League, because the third place finish at the Paris Diamond League was a big moral boost to my confidence, sir. It was a big boost to my confidence level. So I also felt that okay, I'm just a few centimeters short than the Olympic champion. So at any particular day, I'll be able to put up a good show and will be able to win medals. It's not just my perception, but now the perception of all the Indian athletes who are competing abroad has like changed dramatically, because earlier it was more about like competing and then okay, having a placing finish, but now it's everyone have started aiming for a medal or like a personal best performance abroad, or even like outbesting the best athletes in the world. So that has actually shifted the Indian athletes mindset to a greater extent, and I'm sure that with Paris 2024 coming up next year, it's really going to be exciting for Indian athletes. For me personally, I'm very much satisfied with the kind of facilities I am getting as an athlete. But to be honest, I'm not really satisfied with all the facilities with all the common athletes in our country, starting from the grassroots level athletes to the developing stage athletes are getting in our country. Because I'm at that stage where I'm able to access different kind of good quality facilities or top class high performance centers in our country, and those facilities and those centers are in very rare in number also. Like we have the HPC in Bellary, Inspire Institute of Sport, and also in Mumbai, which is owned by Reliance, and we have national training centers. But a lot of young upcoming athletes doesn't have access to this facility, and I certainly believe that India is one country where there is abundance of talent, and if we have the infrastructure at more locations, more easily accessible to developing athletes or upcoming athletes, it will create a kind of environment where the athletes will try to kind of involve more into the sport and kind of build up. So the reason why I'm saying is that now I've been to different kind of training centers in Europe. I've been to a facility in Macklingen, so where I could see that there is a top class football facility, and young kids are coming and like playing there, like having a training camp in the football. Like their body language, their mannerisms are kind of a matured athletes, like small kids, like 4 or 5-year-old kids. The way they're taking the shots from the penalty box, it's incredible. Their body language seems like they're already being signed by some big professional companies. So the environment creates a big kind of mindset in the athletes. So I think if we start investing more on the infrastructure facilities in our country, which is more accessible to a lot of athletes, that would really do make a big difference in the sporting ecosystem of our country, considering the 2032 or 2036 or 2040 Olympics. Because it's not just a single digit medal tally which we are aiming. We are definitely capable of double digit medal tally, and in fact capable of being in the top 10, because we do have talent, and we have and it's only about tapping the potential that we have in our country. So more and more infrastructure development that is happening in our country, the more we can bring up new talents.